Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Shaner's Mechanic Life. Today I've got the Snap-on Hot Tools May 2021 flyer for you. I'd really appreciate if you could do two simple things for me. Hammer that like button and push that red subscribe button to support my new channel and be notified when new videos are posted. Here we go. Snap-on's got their latest greatest TPMS tool out now, the TPMS 5. It's got quite a few upgrades compared to the old TPMS 4. According to Tim Yeager, owner at It's All Good Repair in Franklin, Wisconsin, the TPMS 5 is easier to use, has a faster relearn process, and the screen display is a total upgrade. From what I've learned, the TPMS 5 compared to the TPMS 4 is basically it's a newer, better, faster unit. It's standalone, so you don't need a separate scan tool to program sensors. The screen is quite a bit bigger. The TPMS 4 is a 2.8 inch screen. This is a 5-inch screen. And with this unit, you can change the tire pressure thresholds. So if you've got aftermarket tires and rims, or just want to run a different pressure without setting your TPMS light off on your dash, you can change the thresholds, raise them, lower them, whatever works for you. So if you do a lot of tire work or even rotating tires and stuff like that, nowadays you need something like this to be able to do your job. You look at the TPMS 4 online, snapon.com. It's running just over $1,000. The new unit, the TPMS 5, is looking like it's costing just over $2,000. But for exact prices, best bet is to contact your Snap-on dealer and see what kind of deal he can do for you. On the next page here, they've got some folding magnetic trays, magnetic mats, stuff like that. Looks like they've kind of gone away from the metal magnetic trays. With these, they'd be very handy. You can stick them on the hoist that you're working next to you or on your workbench. Holds all those little small parts that you don't want to get knocked around and sent flying, and you'll never find them again. Especially little circlips, stuff like that. Once you drop them, you're never going to find them. You get all different shapes and sizes, and they range anywhere from $13 to just over $60 here. My wife bought me one off of Amazon, very similar to this. It's something that goes around your wrist, so while you're working on something, you don't have to have it where you can't reach it. It's stuck to your arm, and all those little extra sockets and stuff like that you can just have right where you can reach them easily. The bottom of the page here, they've got some heat and flame resistance gloves. These looks like if you look down in the tag here, it's just a rebranded mechanics work glove. But if you're doing a lot of dealing with hot exhaust, stuff like that, having a good set of heat and flame resistant gloves would be good. Grinding, welding, stuff like that. Nobody loves getting burns. Well, it's time again for Snap-on to start pushing their Snap-on credit program. You can borrow, make payments off of Snap-on, or make payments to Snap-on, sorry, if you're buying big ticket items like toolboxes and scanners and stuff like that. Basically here they'll give you a free tumbler or a quarter zip hoodie. What they'll do, you get that for free, and they basically just run your credit, and they can pre-approve you to see how much they'll be able to lend you. Also, you can also finance big items through Snap-on. If your bank won't give you a loan, or you just got really bad credit, it's a way to improve your credit or start your credit rating. But for you young guys starting out, be very careful with this. You can get into a lot of debt in a hurry, and you know, the Snap-on guy is always going to be willing to sell your product. Funny thing is, they got a picture of the KTL 1023 toolbox there. Quite a few years ago, I got my KRL 1023, and I financed it through Snap-on credit. That's the saying, you know, $50 a week. It's in all the mechanic mem pages and Facebook. It's anytime you see Snap-on truck, it's $50 a week. You know, you just, as long as you keep making your payments and they'll finance you. And on the next page, oddly enough, a couple pages ago, it's stuff to prevent you from burning yourself, like the work gloves. A couple pages later, they got a bunch of tools here that will be sure to burn yourself. You got a snap-on butane gas torches. The Torch 400, I actually own one of those, and I'm very pleased. It's butane fueled, and that thing is more than durable. I've used it almost daily, and it is bounced off the shop floor and fallen off of trucks quite a few times, and still keeps working. They also have their new butane gas soldering iron. It doesn't look like it's a whole lot different from the older one. A couple different attachments, and looks like it's also got like a heat gun attachment for doing shrink tube and the shrinkable butt connectors. And again, I've got the same thing, and I'm more than happy with it. And the next page is the Ugga Dugga page. You got your air powered impact wrenches. You got your 1/2 inch drive and your 1/2 inch drive heavy duty impact wrenches, multiple colors. And they got your special get up to $100 with your trade-in. How that works is you can take your old wore out impact gun, regardless of the brand. The Snap-on guy will give you $100 credit towards one of these new ones. I don't know, the whole air tool thing, it seems to be kind of a dying breed. The cordless tools technology has come way far ahead in the last few years. I don't know too many people that are still buying or using air tools for that matter. Pretty much everybody's upgraded to the cordless stuff. And on this page, they got their pliers and cutters on sale. Get a grip on durability, comfort, and control. Now, years ago when I bought my first set of, I believe it was a set of needle nose pliers, the Snap-on guy put a coin down on the bench and asked me to try to pick it up by some of the details on the coin with my cheap little box store needle nose pliers. I couldn't pick it up. And he took a set of Snap-on needle nose pliers, just on some of the raised embossing on the coin, he picked it up by one of the little details and just kind of showed the quality of the machining and stuff like that on these pliers. Honestly, I would never go back to using the cheaper ones, especially stuff you're using on a daily basis. It just feels so much better in your hands, and it just lasts way longer. You got all sorts of different shapes and sizes and prices here. You got your slip joint pliers, combination pliers, cutters, needle nose pliers, and they got some 5-piece pliers and cutter set made by Blue Point. Still, they're very high quality, and sure, they're expensive, but when you're using them daily, you want something that feels good in your hand and never lets you down. And then on this page, they got their combination wrenches. They got the Flank Drive and the Flank Drive Plus. The main difference with those is the Flank Drive Plus, they've got in the open end, they've kind of got the serrated teeth that really helps grip the bolt you're working on. Basically, like for example, like it says here, the Flank Drive fastener provides up to 15 to 20% more turning power, and a Flank Drive Plus prevents slipping and rounding while providing up to 62% more turning power and strength. If you're working on older stuff, kind of rounded edges, corrosion, it really makes a difference between getting that bolt loosened or taking the edges right off of it. Basically, your sets are down at the bottom of the page here. You get your 12-piece, your 10-piece, and then down at the very bottom, they got your short wrenches. The wrenches up top, that's the bigger sizes. The metric ones, they go up to 19, and then the bigger set, they go from 20, 21, 22, 23, up to 24 millimeters. I've got the Flank Drive Plus wrenches. For years I hummed and hawed about, do I really want to spend that much money on a set of wrenches? And honestly, I'm glad I did. I got them a few years ago. They were on sale. I can't remember exactly what I paid for them, but I got no regrets doing it. They just feel way better in your hands, and I haven't rounded anything off since I bought those wrenches. On this page, they got their welding helmets, their face protectors, yet another work light. Seems like every month they're coming out with a different one. And their little 4 amp 12 volt battery maintainer, feeler gauges, tape measures, levels. I honestly don't see a point in buying a snap-on tape measure or level, but there are some people out there that everything they own, everything they buy, it has to be snap-on and nothing else will do. Now on this page they got the snap-on summer camp. It's time to get outside and do some real distancing. Basically it's just foreshadowing on some giveaway stuff that they're probably going to be doing throughout the summer. You got like little mini barbecues, looks like a hammock, some barbecue tools, beanbag games, tents, stuff like that. You'll probably see as the summer goes on, or late spring here, that every month they're going to be giving out this if you buy that, and it's kind of the typical BOGO type of thing. So we'll see how things go out through the summer. I'm sure they're going to be pushing a whole bunch of 100th anniversary snap-on stuff. So for you guys that need all your snap-on swag, it's keep an eye out. And on the back cover, they got their 18 drawer triple nip bank Master Series roll cabs. Just with most of their other boxes, you can get pretty much any color and trim combination you desire. Like I said earlier in the video, I've got the KRL 1023 triple bank. I bought it used off a Snap-on guide just when the Epics came out. I guess someone needed a trade up, and I got quite a deal on it, and financed it through Snap-on still, and I'm glad I did. Getting a bigger, heavier toolbox, it just makes storing and organizing your stuff way easier, way more efficient. And let's be honest, it just plain looks cool. And on the bottom there, if you buy one of the toolboxes, looks like they've been doing this for quite a few months now, you can get a 1/10 scale extreme green EUV with a purchase of any of these 8 toolboxes. I'm sure they'll finance you through the Snap-on credit. And quite often, keep an eye out too, is when they are selling your toolboxes or scanners or stuff, and you put it through credit, they'll have a rebate program, or depending on how much you spend, they'll give you a credit to spend on the truck, so you can buy some more toolboxes, or or some more tools to put in your toolbox, or accessories for your scan tools and stuff like that. But well, that's it for May's flyer here. And again, like really appreciate it if you guys could do 2 simple things for me. Hammer that like button and push that red subscribe button to support the channel and be notified when new videos are posted. Like I said, there's a few things in this flyer that I actually own, and I'll try to get some reviews out for you this month on the combination wrenches, the torch, the soldering irons, and even I'll show you what I like about my KRL 1023. So if you guys are on the fence about going to Master Series or Classic or Epic, I'll show you what I got and see what you guys think. So we'll see you next time, everybody.